Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Daryll. In today's video, we're going to talk about Spanish stereotypes, and we're now here with our special guest. We are with Nuria. Hi, Nuria.
Hi.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Kamusta kayo?
Wow, that's great. So Nuria, here I have a list of like some stereotypes about Spanish people in general that I got from HuffPost. And you can say if you agree or not, or maybe you can add things about it. Are you ready?
Yes, of course.
So maybe can you tell them something about yourself?
I've been teaching for almost 10 years already.
Wow, that's a lot.
And it's a long time, but still I have a lot of things to learn. And I enjoy learning and I love teaching. So this is something that I love doing.
And which grades or like age groups do you normally like teaching?
I like teaching especially 5th and 6th grades because they tend to work more in groups, they have good relationships, and it's very easy to work with them. They can do very interesting activities such as mind maps or diagrams. They can work very well doing a theater, even if it's in English or in Spanish, and I think it's easier for me to organize it. Although I wouldn't mind to work in lower levels.
Yes.
So it's fine.
So there, I picked Nuria because she speaks English perfectly, and then we're gonna discuss.
I need to give improvement.
We're gonna discuss some of the things that like for some foreigners like me who come here and they expect to see things. And then they get surprised afterwards. Oh, it's not like that every time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that they notice is that like Spanish people are loud and they like siesta. What do you say?
Well, from my point of view, I see many Spanish people are loud. That's objective. But on the other hand, there are very quiet people, and there are people very reserved. However, we would need to analyze that people in the north are very serious, and the people in the south are probably louder
than the ones
and in the middle of Spain, in Madrid, you can find people from being in, there are very different people in Spain. I think there are very kind people, open-minded, talkative, and some of them are loud, and others, they don't have to be loud. And
it has like a relation with turno de palabra sometimes. Maybe some foreigners find it a little bit weird, like when someone is speaking, they kind of cut you or something.
Probably if you are not very well educated, because I don't tend to stop anyone when they need to say anything, unless it's something that it's burning in your mind and you need to say it. But
you like debates.
Debates.
Yeah, I normally see it
in debates. If you have seen the political debate in Spain, people were cutting each other, and it reflects this is a very bad sign. I think we should be very well educated. But anyway.
Okay, so speaking about like education, since we're both doing something related to it, in the recent studies, they say that people here are very obsessed in learning English. What can you say about it? Although we know that there's a lot of improvement.
I think there is a lot of improvement. Indeed, the level that I have seen in English so far, since I've been teaching, is very, very good. Although, well, because the bilingualism has increased, and there are a lot of bilingual schools.
And it's very recent, right?
It's very recent.
This program by the Ministry of
bilingualism
Education
will be like 10 years, more or less. No, probably 15, as many. I'm not sure when Esperanza Aguirre did the law to start doing the bilingualism. Well, I think we have improved a great deal, although many schools need to keep improving because this is not something easy, and things should be done step by step.
It's not.
And I understand many parents when they don't feel comfortable and they feel stressed because they want the children learn as much as possible, and sometimes marks are not as good as they should be. Understand the consciousness and their attitude to keep improving English. And this is something that I feel for myself too. That despite the fact that I can speak English, I feel that I need to keep improving, because being perfectionist is a very good quality. Although we should reduce the anxiety.
So I think, yeah, I think that we have, Spain has improved a lot in terms of having these
Speaking,
programs, having
listening.
assistants coming to the country.
Even
as well.
I was in a meeting with English people, and they said that Spanish teachers usually are sometimes more strict than English ones. So we should relax ourselves
A little bit.
a little bit and be more flexible.
Okay, the next one is like gossiping. It says that it's a national sport in Spain.
I don't think so, to be honest. I think it depends on the people. It depends on the people, but because I've never
You think so?
felt.
Do you use the word
gossip.
cotillear?
Sí,
The verb?
we have the verb cotillear.
Yes.
Sí, you say it right. It's like a funny thing, but I don't like
It's
when
like
people,
talking behind others. Like,
yes,
oh, no,
because
yeah,
I wouldn't like anyone talk about me behind, and if I couldn't understand what they are talking about me,
Because it doesn't
I think it's
solve the
a little bit
problem.
unfair.
Mhm.
I've never done it before, and obviously you like listening to gossips about someone else, but when it's up to you, when they are talking about you, I don't think it's fair, to be honest. I think it's a little bit rude.
They should go straight to the
But
problem and
I
to the
don't-
person.
I understand.
But maybe some are not like brave enough to like,
Yeah.
tell it to you, so maybe that's why they do it.
Probably young people, teenagers, children, sometimes in different works, different jobs, they tend to do it more.
Yes.
But it depends on the people. I don't think that especially Spanish people do that because they are Spanish. No. I think that it belongs to the human character.
Yeah. And talking about young people, in the article that I read as well, they say that youth here are more rebellious in a way that they can yell at their parents, or they can do whatever they want sometimes. What can you say about that? Like, or they have more freedom? Do you think that Spanish kids have more freedom these days?
Well,
That's why they are misleading.
I would like to mention that
Or-
Spain, so far, well, in the 40s, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, we have suffered a very good, a very high repression with Franco.
From Franco, yes.
So that families at that time were really strict, and parents even teachers used to hit the
Yeah, it
kids.
happened also
And
in my
parents should-
country.
Parents
Couldn't do.
hit them a lot. And that's a very bad thing on one hand, and we have passed from those times until now.
Yeah.
We have changed a lot,
Yes.
and somehow we have lost like
The authority.
authority.
I
Parents are a little bit careful, or they are too much.
Too much. I
They,
guess
they don't want to be in jail because they have hit the kids.
the
They-
kid, because
so-
they have rights now.
So the kids are taking a level of,
They have taken advantage of that kind
see,
of.
they are taking advantage.
Like,
And-
you're gonna go to jail if you.
They
hit
they
me.
feel the kings
Mhm.
somehow, and parents are not strict enough nowadays, so that the kids say too many things that they shouldn't say,
Yes.
or they
Mhm.
have a very bad attitude, very bad behavior. The parents don't stop them, and unfortunately there are very family problems.
Mhm.
On the other hand, there are very good families. There are families that they educate very well to the kids,
Yes.
and
I think
it
in
depends
my-
on the families.
Yes.
Everything it depends on the families
Mhm.
and places.
In relation to that, like I think growing up in my country, until now, like the relationship between teachers and students as well, for example, there's still like a hierarchy. You can't just talk to them like rudely or something like that.
Yeah.
Or normally we address them with ma'am or sir. It's something that, or Mr. For example, they call you Mr. Arboleda, not Daryll or something like that. It's like there's a certain respect that,
Yeah.
or like they call you in a certain way.
Yeah. I think
But,
we should learn a little bit about this.
And also, when I was little, we still had those punishment when you were hit in your hand by your teacher if you
Yeah.
did something, but not because the teacher wanted to, like hurt you, but just like like tap you here,
Yeah.
Okay, if you did something, because
In Spain they happen.
because if
It
not,
happens.
they will not normally retain that in their minds. Let's go to a little bit cultural when it comes to like food. Like people say that you love eating paella and drinking sangria. What can you say about it?
Well,
What
I think
I really like paella and sangria.
see,
I think
I love
those
it
are-
too, but I think it's quite big stereotype because in Spain
There are more.
there's a high variety, there's a wide variety of food,
Food,
and
yes.
if you go to the north,
Especially in the north. I
especially in
love
the
food
north,
in
if
the
you
north.
want to eat crab or
Seafood in general.
seafood, you can have a lovely how do you say, octopus as
Yes,
well.
octopus.
And there are a lot of different dishes in the south, salmorejo,
Oh, I like
gazpacho.
Gazpacho as well.
In Madrid, el cocido madrileño,
Mhm.
that it's very tasty and it's very famous too. And yeah,
Yes,
I think the food in Spain is very rich, and we should widen and broaden our horizons to see that it depends on the point you can. I mean, you can eat very good food everywhere in Spain.
I think that's one of the things that tourists always try when they come to Spain. And I think in general, Spanish food is not that expensive. You can eat in a good restaurant at around 15 euros, for example.
It
Nice.
depends. Well, I think prices could vary a great deal. They
It's
are very cheap
affordable for everyone.
and very expensive too.
Okay, so there's another thing that people think that Spanish people are very religious and they attend masses just because, the Catholicism started here. And it spread, for example, to my country where I'm not sure with that percentage now, but I think 70% of the population is Catholic. And so we tend to go to masses every Sunday in the morning. But here, it's not the same thing, right? It's
No, I think
it depends on
it depends on the education